Well, good evening. This is Brother West. This is Prophet West. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's doing good. Decided to go to the gym today. Walk over here to this gym. I usually go. I had took a couple of days off, but I decided to go today and walk over here. So while I'm walking over here, I wanted to just give you a little thought. And the thought that I want to relieve with you this afternoon is, or this evening, is hold on to your moments. Hold on to those moments, because moments are very precious. Moments are very precious, and none of you know this unless you know me or you know my family, is that today is kind of a sad day in a way, because one of my sisters, Gloria West, today was her birthday, and she passed. She's with the Lord. She's been gone now a few years, and so it's just, and the last few days, and I was wondering why I was kind of like just feeling a certain way, and then I realized and understood now that my sister, and mourning and thinking about the people that you love. You mourn because you love them, and you mourn because the truth of the matter, you wish they were here. And what I would like to say to you, just in giving you a little story of me, and those that don't know, like my personal story, I'm still standing, but probably about 5 years ago, my mother passed. The Lord took my mother. And then my sister that was taking care of my mother, Gloria, right after that, she passed. And then right after she passed, then my niece, Charlotte, she passed. And then right after Charlotte passed, 2 years ago, my son, Daniel, was touched and was paralyzed. And so, to be honest, I've been through a whole lot of stuff. It's just like one thing after the next and one thing after the next. But you know what? I'm still standing. I'm still here. I'm still walking. I'm still talking about Jesus. And I'm going to still trust him. And the thing that I grabbed with all of the loved ones that I love so much, that I really wish they were there, especially my mom, all of them, especially my mom, because when my mom passed, I felt like my best friend passed. Someone I could really trust and who didn't judge me, but loved me. And so when she was gone, I felt like I was left here all alone, but I got through that. And so what I did, and God encouraged me, because God told me that, he took her, but he left me a gift, and he left me a sound, her spirit. And so what I realized and understand, that my mama's not dead. Her body, her fleshly body's dead. Even the Bible says to be absent in the body is to be in the presence of the Lord. But she's with me. She's in me. Because her body might have decayed, but her spirit is alive. And another thing will always be alive is those moments. Those moments that we shared. And so, I look at it like this right here. Yeah, God took her, but I had 40-something years with her. And I thank God, and I appreciate God for every moment. Every moment. My sister Charlotte, I appreciate every moment. All of them. My son Daniel, I appreciate the moments when he was walking before he was paralyzed. And he's walking now, and he's not there completely yet, but he's going to get there. I just thank God. I just thank God for everything. And, you have to look at things positive. And it just fuels you. It makes you stronger. The thing that don't kill you make you stronger. And so that's why, I come on all the time. And that's why I empty my heart out, because, all I got is God, and I've lost so much. And, it's life. And with life, it's a reality of life is that we're born to live and bound to die. Our loved ones, our mom, our dad, and people that we love, and we also ourselves, at some point or another, we got to go. At a point in time, the judgment, wants to die. And after that judgment, we all got to go. We all got to go. And so what I bring and what I want to say to you today is just hold on to those moments. Hold on to those moments, especially when the people that you love, you might be fighting with, you might have some problems with, you might have some disagreements with, but you love them. Appreciate those moments, because to be honest, when it's gone, it's gone. When this day is left, It's not coming back no more. This day is going to never be here no more. And so don't live in regrets because of saying, well, what I should have done or what I could have done because of pride, because you want to be right, because you had to have the last word. Don't do that, because, you know, life is too short. And enjoy every moment, because every moment in life, every moment, every good moment, everything in life, what I do in bad times, when I'm low, I use those good moments to become building blocks that carry me over those low places, those dark places. And so I embrace those moments because those moments are part of me. And, you know, I'm happy. I thank God. I thank God. I thank God for life. I thank God for what he's done for my life and my family's life. And I thank God for my mother, all of my family. And I just thank God. I thank God that I'm still here. I thank God for that. I thank him. And because of that, he gave me an opportunity to talk about him. He's given me an opportunity to tell people about his goodness. And so I'm taking this moment. And in this moment, every day I breathe, lest the Lord say, I'm going to talk. And every day I breathe, I'm going to tell you about God's goodness. And that's my testimony. That's my testimony. See, because I know without a shadow of doubt what God has done for me. In those hours when no one's around, when death faced me in my face, and God snatched me from it. He snatched me from it. And so you really know God. You really know God when you're in trouble, when you're in hell. That's how you know God. When no one else is around and you're by yourself, you can't get nobody's around, and God block everybody from coming around, and it's just you and God. That's when you know God. That's when you have an encounter with God, when you're low, when you're helpless. And it can only take God to bring you out of that situation, and you call on him, and he show up, and he appear. Can't nobody take that from you. You know what you've been to. You know what you've been through. You know what God has done for you. And so even the Bible said they overcame by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. And so I'm talking from my testimony. I'm not talking from out the side of my mouth. I'm talking from what I've lived. I'm talking from what I've been through and yet going through. And in every turn, I'm going to stand. I'm going to keep walking. I'm going to keep walking because things happen so much. It kept on happening. I'm like, what's next? What's next? And so what's next? And so it's just giving me a righteous indignation. It's just giving me an anger. Well, I ain't just going to accept anything. I'm going to fight for everything that God called me and said I have. And I'll fight for my family. I'll fight for my kids. I'll fight for God's people. That's me. I'm going to fight for what I believe in. That's who I am. And I stand and I fight for what I believe in. And if I believe in it, I'm going to fight for it. If it's in my heart, you can't tell me I can't have it. You can't tell me, because the Bible tells me I can have all things. And so I'm going to fight for it. And so those moments, just like Jacob, he saw his moment. That angel, he saw it. And he held on to that moment. He held on to that moment. He didn't let that moment go. He didn't let that angel go until he blessed him. You better hold on to your moment, because that same moment can bless you if you hold on to it, because there's something in it. Because there's revelation in the moment. If you can remember, see, when you're down and when you're going through, just you can remember, your soul can just look back and wonder and remember what God brought you from before. And if God done it before, and you know those situations and you know those places that you needed him, and he showed up, and because to bear that out, you're listening to me right now. You know what he did, and he showed up. You know he did it. And you're in a situation right now, and you complaining, and you worrying and saying, God, where are you? But God has done it before. You know, trust him. God bless you.